You were unable to saddle. Gunshots.
What are you doing?
I know I say this a lot, and I used to say it as a meme, and now I actually started saying it. I'm just here vibing. But I mean, I was wrong. I love that. I'd be doing a single sitting, I think. What?
Here's the stud muffin. Show me the stud muffin.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking lord!
Played like this, and I was like, oh, I don't even know what this is like. And honestly, this is so much fun. God damn it! Why?
Honestly, I think Java's a much better version. Plus, you can mod it.
Hero. 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 Please, I've seen Melvin with the fucking ooh speech. Yo, I think these things are escalating really quickly. Like, I think we started at like gin shots, and now I'm being told to shoot gasoline.
It's just fucking zero escape!
Is he looking for a friend to play with? Does he just want to hang out?
Ah! No, it doesn't!
Can't be worse than the monk. I'm going to be alright. Okay? Like, it can't be worse than the fucking corrupted monk. You could write an entire week's worth of streams about how you're being human trafficked. It'd be easy. This is not a joke. Human trafficking's a problem. Please don't sell people.
1 year anniversary of starting my streaming is spent playing Puppy Chef Academy, attempting to shoot Parmesan bits across the room onto a lasagna with only my left hand. There is no God, only gravity. Except not even that. You didn't miss much. I was blackout drunk for the first and only time. Oh boy, blackout drinking. I would never do something so irresponsible. Thank you.
Not right now, I can't.
I believe in you. Send me where I need to be! Put me with my people!
We're gonna take out that sniper. Can Kai? Owie, 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 owie.
That was a close one.
Whoa.
Tell you what, you seem like a sensible guy, so I give you this one for free. You should pack up and leave the country, because things are about to become unpleasant.
But pollution's not gonna be manageable for another 100 days. I didn't chop down, I didn't burn the biggest, okay? There was bigger forests I could have burned. I'm just turning this area to California for a few days.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Redbeard, Yoshi. Hi, hi. So I don't know how many chapters we have left or what we're currently on chapter 15. We'll have to do another prediction here at the start. I sent everyone... Oh, I made my decision. I'll reveal that in a minute. So, but it would be weird when we finish one of Yoshi's priorities. Yeah, I see every streamer in my notebook as much as I can. Each of them hold a special place in my heart and tail in this community, including you, Redbeard, Soy, Sundown, Tate, Billion, D, Willow, and so on. I really appreciate that. And yeah, Redbeard, there's no need to worry. I mean, I like... What was it? I remember the week Picaro was off when we played through Horizon Zero Dawn one day. Yoshi was still here, like as soon as we started. And his presence was very welcome and very appreciated. So I'm not, I'm not worried about it. I appreciate when people can make it. And if you can't, hey, that's okay. That is okay. I hope to see you again soon. It's all I can, I guess, as a streamer, that's all I can say, I guess. That being said, it is not luck only if that makes sense. You do not rely on it. It is not something you need. You do just fine without any of it, but it is ever present as part of your natural charisma. I think you would have to Miracle, and Charisma as your skills if you were on the field in Thracia. And what a beautiful combination that would be. You're being much too kind, but I really appreciate that. Doing alright. I'm like 99.5% of the way through my packing and loading up my car. I'll be leaving around 6 to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I hope you have a safe drive tomorrow, and I hope the rest of the packing goes well. I know as well as everybody, moving sucks, and you're moving way further than I did. Way, way further than I... God. I'm still not done this move. I assemble a new piece of furniture every day. Taking it off the list. Taylor, seeing you discovering young Jaws military as well for having how you have an uncanny ability to process. It's funny you say that. I feel like I don't. I believe we got 1 or 2 range. It's probably only 1. But we got through the chapter. And we got the killer axe from the hero. So I'm going to count that as a success. I didn't have a lot of good opportunities to recapture the mages. I probably had a couple, but that were slightly riskier than the plays I tried to make, if that makes sense. I was trying to play it safe once we had a run going that was like going really well. That's generally how I play a lot of these maps. I kind of throw out some weird ideas at the beginning, and if I get something that starts to work, I try and start playing less I guess I don't want to say less safe or more safe. I try to pick options that will more likely result in a victory. And chapter 14 really did show that that process, I think. Because like the first time I played it, I had a plan, it didn't work. So I played more aggressively to try and change it. I started getting really comfortable with really aggressive start moves. Started doing that, and then like the last 2 or 3 turns were always up in the air, because those are the ones I had the least amount of practice on. The last of my packing is last minute stuff like today's clothing, my bedding, and my Wi-Fi router. Yeah, that's stuff you put up right before you get out of the house or the apartment. Ruby, please try not to overstress yourself. Moving is a lot. Try to breathe, take your time, and do. Yes. Make sure to double check everything. Heaven forbid something gets left behind. And hey, Redbeard, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's not be lurking in a bit when I'm done dinner, so I can quadruple. Yeah. No, that's very smart. Your 4-2 is memorable for you. Adapt to a lot of streamers I've watched. If their plan fails, they try to force it again and again, not change anything impossible. You're willing to change, and that is wonderful. I have found that... So, I mean, Sundown makes a lot of really good jokes about it, but it's because it's true that I find it so funny. I'm a really defensive player. And part of that comes from the way, again, I reference this every single time, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing it. Oh my god, he's gonna mention XCOM again. Yeah, I am. So, XCOM doesn't have turn limits, and there's not, except for some terror missions in the original games, there's not really a penalty for going slow, because the idea is the civilians where the aliens land are already lost, and while you do want to try to save them, you can't, right? It's not like Fire Emblem, where you can save every green unit, because the maps are so big that sometimes you land and all the civilians move the other side, and half of them are killed before you even know where the aliens are. So you don't play to save them, you play to kill the aliens. If you want to get anywhere. Hey, Tate, by the way. And it turned all of my turn-based tactics games into a really defensive game. Yeah, you play to avenge them more. Like, the idea is the aliens have landed and they've already been causing havoc, and what civilians are left, if you can save them, are great. But, and not in the new XCOM. The new XCOM, well, XCOM 2, you're expected to lose half of the civilians on every map. It's a little more like the originals. But in XCOM, the reboot, losing like one civilian's bad. It's a lot more like Fire Emblem, so you have to play hyper aggressive. But yeah, two is time limits on the maps. Oh my god, I got rid of those. I hate those fucking things. Well, I doubled them. They went, oh yeah, you have a 6-turn time limit to beat this map, and you need like 6 turns to cross the map. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. Also, your only prior FE experience was 7, where practically the entire game is made easier by going slow. 3 Houses as well. But 3 Houses is so different to... What is it? 3 Houses is so different. Hey, Yosh. 3 Houses is so different to other Fire Emblem games and how you play it. Like, all of your characters... There are characters that are worse than others, sure. But you have so many characters that can just become absolutely unstoppable. Byleth as a crit dodge tank. I mean, any of the lords. I had Ingrid have higher defense than Dedue as a Falcon Knight. And I think she had a Delphi shield, so she didn't take extra arrow damage. Stuff like that. Like, you can get... And hey, Binku. You can get some really, really wild things happening in 3 Houses. That... Because... Like, I guess it's because you don't really have the... I don't know if there's a level cap in 3 Houses. I've played through the game twice. I've never hit it. But I've had characters who were way over-leveled in it. And they were... I mean, they were just unstoppable machines. They would go in, they would take no damage to like enemy attacks or magic, and they couldn't be hit to begin with. I'm fine, just finished an illustration of Selef and Marine Mana. Very nice. Very nice. I'm doing alright. I'm glad you enjoyed the Zelda speedrun, Hushi. I'm more of an enemy phase player myself. Yeah, I mean, I play slow. Thracia is working a little bit of that out of me in finding options. So, thoughts. These are obviously the 2... Oh, where are we going? I made a choice. We are going to the coast. I have made a save state for the woods. I will probably play the woods by myself off stream. At another point in time. Long after this marathon is done. But let us do our grand charge towards Leonster. And hello, Muhiro. Also, I should start a prediction. So I refunded the last prediction because I didn't want the prediction overnight, and I wanted anyone who was here to be able to vote. I'm putting the prediction period up for 5 minutes. How'd you come to your decision? Truthfully, it was a bit of... It was... Obviously, there was a bit of influence from chat. And don't worry, it's okay. That's fine. I wouldn't stream the games if I didn't want that. And it was also a bit of me starting to get nervous why it was called Mirage Forest. And then me thinking about the possibility of a forest map where there's no Granville units. And because of that, if there's no Granville units, that makes me think that there needs to be someone to protect them. So it's either... What is it? It's either, words. It's either more bandits, which doesn't seem right, or it's gonna be some sort of, like other group. And that voice is eating at me of what if it's just a bunch of Lopter mages with like Jormungand and rewarp staves. This is the map. This is turn 1. This is turn 1 of the map. We resumed from last time. So basically, I psyched myself out a little bit because I felt like if I versed the Granville army, at least I know it's gonna be armored knights. I thought the arguments from Leaf's advisors weighed more on your decision. I mean, no, it was just kind of whatever I thought sounded cooler, and they both sounded cool. Then check your supply after this map. Sounds good. But what I want to do is we need to defend these houses against really good argument. You will miss character development from one of my fave characters. I am sorry to hear that they're being cool, but I will probably play through this again at one point, probably off stream, and do the other route. I want to take Leaf, Lenoan. God. I want to take Leaf because he's the Lord. And just in case someone spawns that I can talk to. And the Lord has the highest, like, chance. I'm taking Lenoan to go to the church. Oh, okay. And congratulations on your for yes, movement level. Very happy. Someone was just grabbed something from out in the hallway, and I thought it was a knock on my office door, and I was like, I hope that's not a knock on my office door. But then they walked up the steps. Scared me for a split second. Yeah, but the coast has sand, and I hate sand. It's coarse, so rafting gets. You're right. We could have to deal with the sand level, but it's not a desert, so maybe it'll be nicer to us than the desert level. So regardless, let us grab Dean. Have him rescue Lenoan and move forward. And let us have Karin and rescue Leaf and have her move forward. It's course. It's Anakin. It's the Anakin thing. Are you an axe user? We can't grab him, so I'm gonna have No, don't worry. We got it. These are not the strongest of units. The Marty Party and Fergus and all of them can deal with this. The other thing I have to think about is these blue arrows are not... They don't say escape on them, which makes me think that this map also doesn't function like an escape map does. But I don't know what would be different about it. For more information, you could always check the objective. Thank you. I forgot about that. Leaf arrives at... Oh! Leaf arrives at either exit point, or Leaf arrives at the church. Does that mean... So... I could be done on the next turn. Everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. But there's a lot of silver axes. I want to try and take a couple of these. Not silver, steel. Interesting. Oh, how very interesting. Okay, we're gonna bring Marita as well, because she's just a fucking goddess, and I want her over here. After that, Marty's got the vulnerary, and Ozian is the vulnerary, so you go over here. Okay, I would pick the church, but that's because the American and me were presented with two choices. What's to say no and pick neither? That is a good idea. Okay. My guess is, like, again, I know how fort spawns works, right? I mean, I'm so used to fort spawns from 7 and Shadow Dragon and New Mystery at this point. So something's gonna spawn from there. I'm kind of curious what. If it's just gonna be weak units? Radical centricism. Why am I dismounting her? Good question. She should have a sword. Mainly it's so I can hopefully take into the mountains. I thought I gave her a sword. I guess not. Okay, Fergus, do you have extra sword? Oh yeah, you got extra swords. Does she have sword ranks? Oh yeah, okay, we'll give her a rapier. We'll be fine. The game wants me to move either left or right, never refuses either. Hello, Black. How are you? Okay, yeah. As expected. Voted, happy to hear your choice. Of course, of course. It was good seeing you, Bishop, though I wish you were under better circumstances. You watch over the children, I trust. Of course, milady. Oh, milady, you let out. They'll be most safe here. The Empire has no reason to come all this way through the mountains for one poor village. Truth be told, I'm most glad to dedicate my final years to raising these children. But what of you, Lady Amalda? Will you be all right? If the Empire learns of what you've done here, I shudder to think of your terrible fate would befall you. I feel no fear, only shame. Shame that, even as a proud knight of House Frigg, I can only help these children in secret. With each passing day, more and more are taken captive and sent to Valhalla. I can only save but a handful. Each time His Majesty grants me an audience, I try to convince him that going along with these child hunts is a grave mistake. But time and time again, he simply refuses to listen to reason. And now I'm in command of a whole division. How can I lead my men when I don't even believe in our orders and myself? I do understand how you must feel, Lady Amalda, but you mustn't let yourself get careless. Father Schroff, I can't just... Without you, we'd have no way of helping the captive children at all. We'd be reduced from rescuing a handful to rescuing none. Think of how many more lives we have yet to save before throwing your own away. You're right. Thank you for your counsel, Father Schroff. I'll do as you advise. She walks a hard road, that one. Would that our own was any easier. Yet for all that we do, the world is still crumbling to pieces all around us. We can do not but pray as it collapses. Perhaps. But I know what I heard at the Tower of Bragi. When the three lights converge as one, darkness shall be banished from the living world. The voice of Father Claude, long since dead and buried. I'm sure it was him. He asked the service of me, saying, O righteous man, servant of Bragi, do what I cannot. Be my eyes. Look upon your world, and tell me what it has become. I understand. You're meant for greater things than raising a few toddlers in a remote village. Go, embark on this journey the gods have charged you with. Worry not. I care for the children. Thank you, Bishop. Please forgive my selfishness. I'm deeply sorry I cannot stay. Bishop, we got a big problem on our hands. A pack of bandits are closing in on the village. How can that be? We have nothing of value. Guess they got their reasons, because I just saw them headed this way with my own two eyes. That woman you were talking with, the knight, she says she's going to help fight them off. But with just the two of us, I don't know how long we can hold them back. You'd best take all the women and children and hightail it out of here. Will the gods grant us no respite? Bah! Very well, Rolf. I'll do as you say. You have my apologies. A sellsword defending a poor village for no pay? You're proof that not all good has vanished from the world. We all thank you. Thank destiny, because it seems to have placed me at the right place at the right time. That feels a lot more fair. Okay. Oh, he's going in. Let me read chat while this goes on. I couldn't see you do 14X. I was moving out. I hope your move out went fine and all good. They're also kind of taking my XP. Mommy Amalda. Shiny Olin. I hope the move went well, Owen, but more waifu material. Thanks. I'm really tired, but it went well. Yeah, that's how moves are. The crime she never got a cipher card. Glad to hear. She never got one. Sunshine lightning the canvas. I don't think so, man. Amalda sprite is so beautiful. Draw one yourself. Blogging up. Yeah, right. One of the other translations that changed. Nintendo on the way of losing opportunity on money. I drew 2. Ooh. How many stamina drinks did Taylor got in 14X? I believe I got 6. Hello, Ralph and Dame Amalda. Let's see these guys' stats. We need to count that, actually? True. Can't we, or isn't it possible that we got 7 by accident? We had the weirdest glitch at the end of the chapter. One of the civilians got captured, read their escape line, and then I saved them, and then they read the escape line again. Yes, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, everyone in chat immediately went, what? Taylor, please stop making me get the purple ink. This is the 3rd time. The hell move. That one. What was the wait, what was the 2nd time? Can't believe you're yeah, I wish I knew what the glitch was. Ugh. Fergus to here. Halvin. Right! Halvin not moving. Right. Abusing glitches. Leave him be, it's his first playthrough. Nah, we're good. I forgot about Halvin. Oh my god, we really have been, like... Oh god, we've had so many. Go ahead and hit this. Never been more proud of you, Taylor. Thanks, Seppuku. I saved the villager, though. You know that, right? You made your mark. I am glad. Oh, more in all of your runs. 49 to hit. Ooh la la. Come on there. Let's play this on defense side. Swap the iron axe. I did give him the brave axe. Supply. So at any moment I could end that church. However, would he dare burn that church or that house down? Who are you carrying? Marita? Perfect. Good luck burning the house down now. Details. Even though I said no, if you want to make me get the purple ink a 4th time, I will not be upset. More continual surprise. Also, for the record, we have no theory of how you did that. For the Pegasus Knight did not travel over the escape tile. This is one of the Pegasus when you can't fool me. So there is. Oh God. Well, if you ever come up with an answer, I would absolutely love to hear it. I believe I had already proven that that tile was safe. So we know what the church is for now, but at least we have a good squad here. Right there and end. Okay, so it's just gonna be mass bandit spawn, it looks like. One to hit. Beautiful. Oh! Marty, we need to steal some of those. Leave some of them alive. I've played this game 8 times. I can't tell you what the fuck that was. You know, in retrospect, leaving the guy with Wrath to take care of the bandits probably wasn't my brightest move. Oopsies. Contra 4. You talking about that old side scroller? Contra? Even think about how many times I played it. I need to run these by Sea Salt and others soon. I'll take strength. New attack Asbel. Huh. Oh my wummo. Night night. Damn, I swallowed water wrong right before the started. Thank you. I hate when I do that. I just take a sip. I'm like, okay, I'll get my throat like nice and like ready to speak, and then I swallow the water wrong. It happens like more often than I care to admit, which is more than once. It means just break the map to ambush you. It's nasty. Oh, okay. You want to square off with me, do ya? Huh! Should have played around it. Hey, Clark. Welcome to a blind playthrough of Thracia. How are you doing? What the fuck was that? Oh my god.
Okay. So, confirmed. You can die from poison. Also, Ralph, that was the fastest I have seen you die. You got so unlucky. You know who got unlucky? The people who voted yes. He's going to pass the map this time. Joaquin Phoenix. I can never pronounce that correct. Well, we won't make it through this chapter on the first time. That was a really cheap win. I don't even know if I could have done anything to fix that. Check the supply. Yes, we'll check supply. Oh my god. It was turn 2. Or 3, I guess? No, turn 2. Because he had moved up, and, you know, the... God damn it. We'll make sure to... Okay, take... We gotta give a sword to Olwen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only had 2 before, didn't I? I have an extra stamina drink. Ow.
my god.
Thanks. Yeah, it looks like we're stacked on those. What the fuck happened? I don't understand what's going on. Ugh. I'm sure it will be. I need a stamina drink. You know who needs a stamina drink right now? You know what you got? A bonus stamina drink last time? You can handle some bad luck with Rolf. You know what? I'll accept that. Oh man, that is so funny. Same shit as last time. Ida, rescue Marita, up. Yeah, so if anybody figures out what that is, feel free to let me know. I went fast. Well, if I do it 5 minutes, there's a chance Rolf dies again. So we gotta be a little more cautious. Oh my god, that's so funny. Everyone was doing great. Yes, I think there was one vote for no. There was 776 and 777. If it was only for one side, I would have canceled the prediction, yelled, "Guys, it's voting time," and then done it again. Okay, I can skip this time. I look forward to winning Redbeard's fish. Hopefully you can. You never know. Rolf apparently is a loose cannon. You attacked 5 times? What weapon do you have? Oh. Okay. You have Adept? Yup. She said, "I'm not done with you yet." Alright, let's try this one again. Round 2, baby. Hey. Grab this guy. The same, not brightest decision? Well, I figured that because this is the way I want to split them, we'll just try and grab the weapons from this side. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I understand. We'll be fine. Can we just use regular thunder? Yes, we can. Anytime you want to level up, Olin? I think that death was not a decision, but was like shitty luck. Oh, I don't. I think he's referring to me saying that it wasn't the brightest idea to have Marty with Wrath over here kill. Yeah, that definitely did not feel like a. In no way do I associate what just happened to me with my decision-making process. Nah, you're good, you're good. No sweat. Those flyers, we gotta be careful with them, but they can be really useful because the bow units probably can't move very far in the forest. Hello, Fire Emblem Idiot. I'm doing pretty well. How about you? Oh my wamo. I don't know when I started doing that. Ah. Hey, Sundown. You missed the game. Tell me. No. Restart the chapter. Yeah, that's the Wrath side of the map. So he didn't miss much. Since they're haters. Oh. How you doing today? Will it happen again? You dodge? You dodge? I died because this guy on this turn, when I am literally out of range of doing anything else, just insta-killed him with poison. Let's see if it happens again. Oh, it was a critical. My bad. It was a critical on the first possible turn with that. It was completely out of my control. Like, actually nothing I could have done to fix it. I got into a oh God! I got into a four-wheeler accident the other day. I flipped the damn thing twice and hurt my ass. Since then, I've been struggling moving my legs. Are you okay? I hope you're doing okay. Or at least going to be doing okay. And yeah, no, you're fine. We also found out that there it is. So Leaf entering the church. We can't talk to Amalda. Never. Is there? Maybe I can't recruit Amalda. I mean, see it. Alright, well. Redbeard! Thank you for gifting a sub to Fire Emblem Idiot. Fire Emblem Idiot, please enjoy all the penguins. And I hope you get better soon. Redbeard, thank you for another gift sub, man. It's really appreciated. Oh, man. Ah. The number keeps a-climbing. Thank you, thank you. You want for this map? Okay, okay. Rolf. Are you a sellsword hired by that village? Depends on what you mean. I'm fighting for the village, but I don't remember getting paid by them. Not that I would have taken their gold even if they had offered me any. Couldn't take coin from them from the needy. Then why fight on their behalf? I stumbled across this place in the middle of my own little journey, and they lent me a hand. Time to return the favor, that's all. Not that it's any of your business, you little brat. Just who are you supposed to be anyway? My apologies. I stood and started prying without introducing myself first. I'm Leaf of Leonster. Leaf? How? Are you the Leaf? The prince? Talk about being in the right place at the right time. See, I'm Rolf, and I'm not much more than a lowly sellsword myself. If it's all right with you, Prince, can I join your army? Of course, we could always use more men like you. Though, if I may, I'd like to ask you something. Why exactly do you want to join my army? What's your reason? Because I won't put up with living under the Empire's thumb for 1 moment longer. That's good enough of a reason? I can't say I disagree, so that suffices for me, yes. Ralph, my greatest desire is to free every person suffering under the Empire's tyranny. Do you swear to fight for that cause? Sure do. Leave it to me. And thank you for the tier 1 sub. That's a very nice early birthday. Yeah, happy early birthday. 4 days. That would be... What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuesday? 19th? I have to look at a calendar for that. Some things in life are simple. He's got good stats. I think he's a promote, though. Depending on the time. True. And happy early birthday to you as well, Redbeard. 9 defense. 12 speed, 14 speed, 12 skill, 12 strength. I mean, he's got good stats, though. Curious. Okay. Marita. Why don't you go in here and... We'll just bow. But then, like, he can't attack back if I'm in range. That's fine. My avoid's 52. Yeah, they don't have a high hit. Their hit's 73. Your hit's 71. So 23. So you'd have, like, theoretically at max, a 20 to hit Marita. Like a 20-something to hit Marita. Rob is actually one of the best units I have in my current army. Oh, nice. That sounds like the Executioner speaking through you. I heard, heroes... promotes the legends after they die. Although he strikes me as the if you lost a bunch of people along the way, here's a free unit to make up for it type unit. That could definitely be it. Depends on when they die, if they live long enough to promote to villains. And I was the psychopath. Alright, Marita, go for it. We basically have a get out of jail free card at any moment. Because as long as Leaf walks onto the church, I assume we win the level. Based on the thing in the, you know, the level victory thing that says, there's her swords. I needed that for something. Killing Edge. Based on her thing saying, oh yes, there it is. Or Leaf arrives at the church. Rolf. Go and visit this house. Hey there, chum. I've got something just for you. Never mind. You mind how I got a hold of such a thing? The bandits out there trying to take what little the village has. That's what matters. Skill ring's pretty good. Maybe? We'll find out. I'm going to the church. Nice. And you see an item and it's just straight to Marty. His skill's fine. It's 5. I'm gonna try and take a lot more of these units out before we leave the map, though. I'm okay with a miss if it ends up in a crit later. So far, that's kind of how it's been being played. It could very, very quickly not become that, though. This is Thracia, after all. All we need is one bad batch of reinforcements. And, like, up here is a pretty thick, dense group. Thank you. Of enemies. Thank you so much. Take. Trade. Give me your axe. Undrink. And release. Well, I mean, free steel axes. Which, I mean, there's something to that, but... Steel axes. Go for it. Taylor, do you have a favorite FE4 OST? For Sundown, those are the only weapons that matter. You got a point. I couldn't tell you what the track is. But there's a certain track that plays when you're in a conversation with another person. That is I don't know where it's played. I'd have to go back through my playthrough and listen for it. But it's in like some conversation, I think, in the second half of the game. And I just think it's neat. She can become very effective all of a sudden against... Actually, both these guys could. Take that tile. Iron Lance. Wait. Karn can just get it off and start sword. And, yeah, she with the killer edge, I think that's what we're gonna have her do. I just want to figure out how I want to have her do it. Don't have a lot of damage on them. Yeah, it's only 8 to her. Dismount. Item. Grab that. Visit. Strong folk need strong swords, right? I'd say you sure qualify. Take this as thanks for coming to help us. Nice. And Ida, I don't want to get her off her thing yet. Am I nervous about the choice I just made? He only has 1 AS. She is 15. Five would be 11 damage plus... I don't think I am. 11 plus 9 is 20. She has a scroll. We're not worried. This is Army of Verdane. This is my personal favorite. Oh, this one. This was very good. And the whole soundtrack for that game is incredible. By honor, yeah, do you really come to help our village? Well, it ain't right for a good deed to go unrewarded. Here, take this spear for your trouble. To be honest, I'm a simple man, and I've got no way of knowing how valuable it is. Could be worth a king's ransom, could be worth less than the metal it's made of. It ain't going to be any use collecting dust in my attic, that's for sure. Hope it ends up being worth something. Love that. Back off just in case. I didn't think so, but it's always worth checking. Thing I thought for what I heard is I'm coming for you. FE fun fact of the day: in the very first Fire Emblem for Famicom, the Killing Edge was originally called the Kill Sword. Daddy likey. He blocked one of the reinforcements. The enemy blocked their own reinforcement. Is this some sort of meta thing I don't understand? They played themselves. Here's the bow user I was expecting. It's fine. Dancer's battle theme. Oh, the dancer theme's also pretty good. I missed that question. Thank you. Was it more sad track or happy track? Do you remember? It was like... Cool. It was definitely a happier track. Sorry, I completely missed that. It was definitely it was definitely like a... I would call it a determination track. Like, sure doesn't, but she also then hit 233 crits. It was like something that played... Like, it might have been something... It might have been the same thing that played when you have obvious FE4 spoilers coming, because I'm trying to help describe where in the game it is. 5... You shouldn't be here if you haven't played FE4. It's at the point where Requisis talks to Eldigan, so you can get him out of the fight. I'm pretty sure the music plays in the background there as well. It's usually where you would talk to people in the rare time, like, well, I usually do most of the conversations, but it would be in the places you would talk to people in order to try and, like, convince them that something's, like, wrong, or we shouldn't do this, and, like, there's more to this than we... It's like that... It had... Is it called Conversation 1? Let me play it. Let me find out if that's it. That's extended. I don't need extended. This one! This is my favorite track in the game. Yes, this is it. No comparison. That is my favorite track in the game. And that's probably because I like doing I like putting my own, you know, character voices on and everything, and attempting to, Hey, Juice, how you doing? How was bowling, by the way? I was lurking. But right when I was about to say hello, I got, of course, a late call from work, because why not? But I hope bowling was good. But I always like to try and put, like, you know, a little bit of voice stuff onto everything, so when I had, like, that music playing in the background, it definitely made me more inclined to do so. Wow! Oh! Oh! Wonders never cease. That band of soldiers has come to the village rescue. The gods may yet be merciful. Now it's high time that I return to my own soldiers. Now is not the time for you to leave, ma'am. Ma'am? 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 Special shoutouts to this one. Is that not? This sounds like a remix of it. Oh, it's definitely a remix of it. You sure you can't talk to her with Ralph? We can check now. Yeah, we can't. Holy axe, what's that do? Effective against mounted units. Well, I had a great day not chilling here. Well, I'm glad you're chilling here. I think some of my stream was blown out, but it said I was live for the whole duration. I hate the Twitch streaming phone app. Oh, well. Yeah, I have tried using the Twitch phone streaming app exactly one time on a car adventure I went on, and I don't miss it. All right. Go ahead and thwack him with the axe. If you kill him, oh well. If not, Marty captures. Well, we get 2 chances to capture. Imagine not having the exclamation point for talk commands. You can... You have to start with exclamation point, Lurk. All palace themes are very underrated. E-castles are such a fun time. Ugh. Oh, there's another house there. I almost assuredly would have missed that had I not been paying attention. Do I have, like, can I just, like, use anything? Yeah, let's try and just use the steel sword. In relation to my injury, think ordinary odd that I have a cane. I may not be able to walk quickly, but I can still walk. Baby steps. Hopefully you'll be able to walk quickly soon enough. Which are the houses you know of? 3 houses. It's Golden Deer. So I have played through Blue Lions. I think Crimson Rose. Is that Edelgard's route? And that's it. I haven't played through the church route. And I haven't played through Golden Deer. And one day we'll play through the church route. But probably not for a long time. I'm gonna want to boot up a few other games that aren't Fire Emblem for a little while after this. No problem. I think my best shot would be using that. My girlfriend, who also loves this game, this one's her favorite, and even today I'm still questioning why this one was not the final map theme. Oh, chapter 10s. This one was very good. Yeah, this one was very good. Finally, this one for me. And hey, Yogurt. Muhiro, keep adding him. When does this one play? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I should have remembered that better. I don't think you heard it. Interesting. Interesting. I want to do as much damage to this man as possible. What's the best way of doing that? 30% crits. Yeah, this is just straight dangerous. Oh, man. Okay. With the beauty, I don't think I maybe before. It's truly a masterpiece, but not only gameplay and story as well as the soundtrack. It is played in 2 villages in the game. You did hear it. Oh, okay. I must just not remember it then. I want to get him to switch to the axe. Let's back up. That didn't work. Okay. Should have made sense for that move. This is still very fixable. You visited this house already? Yes. So all the houses are safe. Leaf waits here. You take a step over there. Heal Karin. Yojo is beautiful both in sound and graphics, but also in story. Characters, world building is a hidden gem of a song, given how little it was used. And thank you for the snack. I don't know how that's my favorite, but they're too many amazing to choose from. But this one's always gets me pumped when I'm playing the start. Oh yeah, this one's also very good. There are a lot of good. I mean, there's Fire Emblem has so much good music in it. Linoan! Ah! She's doing great. She missed, though. Because I was busy looking at the other thing. Do I have a contingency plan? I do have a contingency plan. This is one of my better plans, so get ready for this. Dean, or hold on. First off, Ida, go ahead and rescue, and then back up, and then Rolf, come on back, and then take, and then drop there. And then Karin, back up here. How much damage do you do? I see. Yes, of course. Go on back here. And just wait. And Dean. Yes, of course. Come here. Rescue Linoan. And beautiful. And incredible. And... fuck. Mayday! Mayday! Okay. Yeah, I mean... and now we die. Okay. Here we go. I mean, the contingent... I want to get that house before I, I mean, if you guys want to attack Amalda, go for it. She apparently can't hit a master weapon, so... it's not a fail until a character dies. Amalda, for the love of all that's holy, man. Woman, I guess. Watch, that bow unit will go attack Amalda instead. Easy. And then he'll miss, so it won't even matter. See? This is all calculated in my head. I wasn't even sweating. And then the Malda's gonna do some crazy... yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh. It was all planned from the beginning. Now, we need to save her. Does she really need saving? Longsword, go ahead. I keep forgetting brigands have crappy hit. Well, you know, you guys don't put enough faith in the Ada. the game owes me for killing Ralph, and it has, and you know, of course, we don't count the something or other. I don't know, make it up. One, oh, man, I wish I could get the 4 tile. 35. Good. The man walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long sword?" Killing me. I don't even know what the punchline of that's supposed to be. Keep forgetting brings like a hit, not Gomer. Gomes. Oh, well, that, oh, nope. The other message got deleted. Oh, was that the long sword? I was like, wait, I thought I read that message already. Oh, man. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's this look like? Like fun. Go for it. Screams internally. Take him down. I love the part where Bad of the Beast reveals himself as Nurgle's true identity, and then you have to face him with a 100% critical. What? Trade. Give me that. Release the man. Asbel to the house. You wouldn't happen to have any idea what this parchment is, would ye? I found it just lying in the middle of the road not long ago. Even though it makes my bones feel more nimble, something about it just gives me the willies. I figured it's gotta be cursed. I mean, if something seems... I'm reading chat, sorry. Seems too good to be true, it probably is, aye? But I just couldn't throw it away neither, and every folktale trying to get rid of the cursed thing is what makes the curse worse. Eh? Come again? You want it, do ya? Well, you don't need to ask me twice. Take it. Skill, speed, and luck. Let's stay one tile further down. Cool napkin. It's a holy scroll. Guide. Release. You know, that's fair. That's very, very fair. Yeah, no downside scroll. That is a good point. So here's the dealio. You have a master weapon, right? You can attack with 2 tiles. Swords can't attack with 2 tiles? I thought master weapons were 2-tile weapons. I guess not swords. Oh, the curse of getting spacked. Pushing you to replay chapter 14. Did you read the weapon? I just remember from the other master weapons. Looks like she's taking my yummy boss XP. Maybe not. Oh. What are you doing? The problem is, I still don't have somebody in range. Where is she going? I mean... We have this house. We have these 3 houses. She lost in the woods. Like, what is... Hey, TND. We don't need to go to the Lost Woods. This is bad enough for her already. I mean, we are headed to the coast. Hey, TND, hope you're doing well, by the way. Sorry, forgot the second part. Amalda is shielding you. Yeah, she sure fucking is. Looks like the Lost Woods aren't even the next level. See, my thought process... Defensive 9. She dies if she's hit. And it's not like he's got like a small... And we can't capture him. He's a level 18 promoted unit. I'm trying to think if the move is to send my units to kill who they can on this round and have Leaf take the church. Seal is German for rope. Interesting. Frankly, I'd risk it. Well, here's my thought. So the other thing about it is this is Polyax. Repeat that, Taylor? Hold on. So if Seal hits Amalda, she's insta-dead. Not, I mean, I completely even forgot the Polyax is bonus against mounted units as well. None of my units are in range right now to do anything against him. Well, okay, hold on. Leaf. We could commit for a possible adept. I don't have a question mark. Do I have a physics staff? We could physic her. And then she would be up to 34 hit points. That's correct. And then he would polyaxe her and deal 70 damage. And that would be reduced to 61. Which is still too much. So my thought process, why don't we have our units? Isn't it pronounced Polax? It probably is. But so, my thought is, why don't I have my units try and do some damage? It is oh my god, I like calling it Polyaxe, though. It sounds so cool. Everyone's correcting me. I'm calling it Polyaxe now. But why not try and take as much XP from these guys as possible, and then go into the church? Because we're not leaving the village. We've saved all of the civilians. They can't be killed. We've gotten to this house. We've gotten to all of the houses. We could end it with a little bit more XP. We can even capture people. I do not suggest visiting the church just yet, but I cannot stop you. It's a shame FDR had Polyaxe. Yoshi would probably rather you restart and kill the boss, but yeah, you know I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, right? We're doing the me thing. I can let chat war amongst themselves all they want, but joking aside, I have to make the final choice. So it's not necessary, but take your time. There is no rush for the church. Okay. It is not necessary, but take your time. There's no rush. Yeah, I'm concerned about this. It's not even Sunday yet. What is exactly the boss's hit? I'd have to. Okay, let's find out how hit rate works. You have 42 avoid, and you have 72 to hit. $42, 72. So there's an extra. There's somewhere in there. There's 5. So, assuming on the not safe side, it's 47 avoid. It's like 60 something. Probably modified by weapon weight. Interesting thought. I don't know about that one. The enemies also move first. And if it were up to me, I would definitely end this turn. That's my initial thought. Like, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss, like, a house. does this have to be so difficult to choose? Well, here's something. God damn it. I was hoping I could have one of them, Can you step on this tile? What happens? Okay. So, remember how I was talking about how these don't work like normal escape maps? It looks like Leaf just has to end the map. No matter which one he goes to. I was worried for a second that it might be a, So she can visit. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Good heavens, what a day this has been. Ah, you're the strangers that came to our village's aid, are you not? I wish to thank your leader personally. Where might they be? Great. Okay, we'll have to pick him up. It's fine. We can pick her up off the point. That's not a concern. Rita's a vulnerary we could use. I mean, this is an insta-kill the next round. Part of trying to give the full experience so you do not miss anything of note is suggesting you not leave quickly to the map, but it is completely optional. Okay. I'm probably going to leave the map. I appreciate the advice for not missing something. I'm sure there's something that pops up on a turn increment. But I think we've outstayed our welcome. Go ahead and kill this guy. Lunacrit. Yeah, I can't throw a move up to the gods and just hope that it rolls well. That goes against. That just goes against anything I have been attempting to learn. He's saying, what turn is it? Turn 6. She's fine? Oh my. First, just ever tell you about something, so it seems pretty important enough to me. I genuinely don't remember what happened to myself. New unit. It's not a guaranteed new unit. It could also be a talk. It could be an item. It could be 14 enemies spawning. What is the Master Sword description anyway? It's simply ×2. I'm not gonna heal her. I'm gonna have be Arden. Hey. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just go try and get some light damage. That way she doesn't like risk an attack necessarily. until the counter, which is fine. You Dane scroll? She's a pre-promote and Dean's a promote. Sorry. I always do that backwards. Because she's not promoted and he's a pre-promote. If you notice, I'm putting off the leaf move because I still can't decide. I wish there was hints supplied for this. Instead, I just had to say, good people come to those who wait. My phone is buzzing. Why is it buzzing so much? Oh, I should respond to these. Apologies. One sec. One of my old roommates was texting me about her move out. And my dad texted me, Jesus, why does everyone need me right now? But similar to the hints I gave in NEF before, they were optional technically, but I think they would give the full experience to the journey. This map's short. I've spent more time sitting here deciding if I should end the turn than actually playing it. We'll just send it. I've spent way too much time deciding whether or not this is a good idea. Happens to the best of us. On down. How are you doing, health? 18. You also have 2 scrolls at the moment. There. You can only Venom Bow, which is Might 4, so he loses 11 damage. Should be fine. The big issue is the bajillion people here. Fuck it. I'm gonna regret it, probably. If she dies, will we restart? I'm curious now. Trust in Amalda? I don't trust in anybody but myself. She's not off to a great start. God, she is swinging that sword a lot. I mean, the other damage doesn't matter, because as long as it doesn't hit lethal, because no matter what HP she's at, Polyaxe is lethal. Okay. Little belief goes a long way. And she's gonna vulnerary, so I don't have to heal her. Good old polyaxe. No, polyaxe. That's different than polyaxe. Oh, man. Ba-doo! $32 to hit. 12% critical. Leaf, you got this, right? For me, brother? Yeah, no, he does not. You just get a little more. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. I can't. It's. Oh. God damn it. You know, I'm thinking about something right now. And it's already gone. Okay. Marita needs a heal. Ralph needs a physic. SOS, or SOR, save our Ralph. Wait there. Please heal Marita this time. We just gotta get him a little lower on health. That's a pretty good level up. The game is tempting me. The game is tempting me. The game is rewarding you for not leaving when you did. It might be. Another one. What is your to hit? The move level Club Lenoan. You are member 6. Thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Iron Blade. Movement! Everybody get funky. Shit. Remember just in time to fix that. Okay. Oh, range, since you were not... Marita did get a movement yesterday, which is awesome. New funky mode. It's time to get funky. Hit. Good work, Leaf. Curious what the vendor sells. I want a torch. Asbel. Go ahead and try and kill him with the wind tome. Good work. We're inching closer to level 20 with you. Give you the vulnerary so that you can then take the iron axe from the brigand and release him. Wait. Olin. Right there. The Marty party approaches. Cross our fingers. God, I fucking hate you. Ugh. I didn't have a way, like, I didn't have any good way to kill him, so it doesn't matter, but... Expected. We could have had the depth from Leaf if he hit 260s. There weren't a lot of good options. Okay, step one step back. Doing great. Now, if he wants to attack somebody, he's got to use a bow. Marita, move up. Marty. You know why you're here. Marita. Oh yeah, I guess she did do a good job. Just rip this guy apart. That'll do it. Staff, go ahead and heal Karin. Calculated crit. Take, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a kill here. So I am going to do everything in my power to get that kill. Wait. Marita did get a move, yes. Wait, not again, I don't think. Last stream, she got a move. She got up to 7. Hello. Ironically, I might let him hit. I might let him attack. I'm definitely gonna let him attack. Nom nom nom. Hey kid, how you doing? Dean having a sword or A in both swords and lances is so good. It's very nice. We get some good units. I pushed it off slightly given how early it is, but since it was brought up, Taylor, would you like to? Sure, please. Grab that. I once had a Marita who liked to move. Pac-Man mains. She moved not 6 steps, nor 7 or 8. She moved neither 9 nor did she 10. "11 was closer, but still a bit far. 12 and 13 were a little low of a bar." Is this based on a true story? 14 was where she stayed for a bit. 14 move. 15 she thought that could be it. The king keeps increasing it. But 16 is where she decided to rest. 16 steps a turn, sometimes twice, she thought was for the best. I like the poem. I have to ask if it's based on a true story. Because a 16 move character is ludicrous. That is my most famous Marita. 16 move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How's Thracia treating you? So far, so good. Doing my best. That's all we can ask for in this game. How you doing, Lilypad? That's Thracia. Oh my god. Okay. Imagine that with every 4 roads. You could travel between places in a day. The enemies across the country. We have nothing to worry about. Ira in 1 turn. I hope this works. Hello, friends. Move all the way back to chapter 14. You know, there is very little in this world that you guys could get me to do chapter 14 on stream again. Although I don't think it would take me as long. Also, I'm good to answer. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. Chapter 14, I lost a bit of my soul on. By a bit, I mean like 98% of it. I don't have a lot left. I'm a redhead. Nom nom nom. Amalda keeps attacking until she decides no longer. Excited for your FE5 Iron Man after this? I don't know if you could ever convince me to do an FE5 Iron Man for a long time. I'd do an FE4 Iron Man first. Okay, how the fuck are you still alive after having that Marita? Those are, you find your favorite characters, the ones who just go above and beyond what you expected. Perfect. What are you gonna use? Venom Bow? Hold on. This is huge. That's great. He has a bow equipped now. I do a reverse recruitment run of this. Most fun I have with Thracia. That's like a fun thing to do. Red 2, nice. 90% of 0 is still 0. Oh man. Damn it. What a dumbass. Imagine actually breaking your shit. Ugh. Love that Fred so much. I miss that Fred. I always think it is so embarrassing breaking shit like that on stream. Atharia! Oh, my voice cracked in the middle of that. Hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome to a blind run of Thracia. Or, as I like to call it, suffering. Thank you for the raid. How was stream? What were you playing? Yes, welcome to the Antarctic. All runs are blind. Please respect it, and I will respect you in turn. Atharia Shard. Oh, yes. Hello. How was your stream? You were playing... Nope, I know this. I'm not looking at chat. My eyes are closed. Link's Awakening. Can I get a shout out for Atharia, please? I believe, if I remember correctly. Yet another Zelda game I have yet to play. Yeah, I got it. Was playing Link's Awakening? Yes. Excellent. Thank you, Sundown. Very exciting. Yeah, it's a mod thing. Well, welcome on in. If you don't know me, my name's Taylor T Swizzle. T. Honestly, any variant works. I'm currently doing a run through of every single Fire Emblem game. So if you're into that, stick around, maybe? We're in Thracia right now. Update it hurts. Chapter 15, and we're playing through every single one. Oh god, I have to become a penguin. I'll do that in a minute, kitten. I'll do that in a minute. I have to get off it to do that. Crazy. Okay. So I know you just raided me, but now I am going to disappear from the screen. For like the next 3 minutes, and I will be right back. But you know who's gonna keep you company? Hopper. Hopper loves you. Okay? Just like he loves everybody. So he's gonna sit here and talk to you guys. And if you listen closely enough, thank you for the gift sub. Okay, kitten, I'm gonna go do your redeem. Thank you so much, Atharia. Please enjoy all the penguin emotes. I will be back. come, penguin. Hopper, thank you for entertaining everybody. Ugh. I no longer need this blanket because this thing is a... Okay. What did I miss? I own a random penguin costume too. You have good taste, Lilypad. These emotes are super cute. I know, they're so nice. I'm hopefully getting a whole suite of them soon. And also, Kitten, thank you for gifting another sub to White Fang. I had my headphones off, so I couldn't hear it. You're the best. Thank you so much. He has a surgery to transform him into a penguin. It's very graphic and next. Stop. I'm still gonna refill my water. Excuse chat and Hopper. Oh, thank you. Thracia, these emotes are, I know, they're so cute. Don't give away all your igloo building. He needs to give away igloo building secrets. It's not giving away, it's teaching the next generation. I'm gonna grab some food, but I want to see the penguin transformation, so BRB sounds good. Snack. He's telling us about how you could have popcorn just like Spencer does. He's telling us about how Ryan Drummond could return to voicing Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm more of a Jason Griffith version myself. Welcome back. Pinor. Dude, Taylor is playing through Thracia, and he loved Chapter 14 so much he played it for 4 times or so. I played it for 4 straight fucking days. What are your thoughts on the socio-economic crisis facing our world that the generation will have to deal with? Yikes, he talks about igloo building, not politics. I have no clue, I just made it up. It might be canon now. It's a long story, but I once wore it to an amusement park for the lulz. I was not embarrassed. Fair. Doesn't everyone? Wait, no, delete. Good fun. Deal with that. More penguin need to go. Other penguin. Oh my god, this thing is so warm. Okay, so with that, we still need to figure out how to kill this guy. What turn is it? 9. The housing crisis is part of that crisis, so he did answer it. Yeah, there you go. I mean, this is just a terrible idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who doesn't? I know. Tisk. Question of the day is Hopper a fascist? No. What? You might want to move a little more north. Good to know. I really have 2 options. I either want him dead or I don't want him dead. You will have to kill the boss sometime. I mean, to be fair, at any point I can exit the map. May I ask who made your emotes? Yes. She is, I believe... I can link her Twitter. She's done all of these. She's great. But she has a large queue, and I have a friend of mine currently who... I think she's got art published in a children's book now. Has offered to do all of my channel art for me again. So I'm getting it replaced slowly but surely. Reply. There you go. Or are you more of a turtle than a penguin? Hiss. I am calm. I am freaking calm. Hopper loves 4 things: building igloos, fish, his fellow penguins, spending time with us. Yes, it's nothing other than those 3 things. 27 to hit. Huddle now. Yes, this I have to. You know, this is part of my official uniform. When I dumbass of the motorcycle. Actually, it's probably a dirt bike. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I love that we know the names now. That makes me very happy. So you got a Twitch account, pretty sure you can add the artist to each emo now. I can, but does that display anything? I probably should just do that. I didn't know if that displayed anything on the emote. I thought it just had come up. One. Okay, hold on. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Go ahead and try and kill him. Overthrowing democracies or establish a national society and booming fish. No. I clicked on the Thracia's emotes and it showed the. It does? Okay, in that case, I need to get that set up. Thank you for letting me know that. That reminds me of a penguin fact, Snack. Right. Oh god, which penguin fact did I give that I probably am now going to regret? Still my favorite channel point reward. Did you know, Snack, that penguins are usually only max out at about 4 feet tall? However, I am 6 feet tall, making me the world's largest penguin. Penguin facts. They once had a booming fish industry that they had a trade monopoly with China and Australia. I completely forgot that one. Yeah, you can attribute artists and they have to accept it. They have to accept it. They get a cute artist badge. Oh, okay, that's nice. T, you just called yourself a furry. No, penguins don't have fur. That's been well documented. Ralph is in danger. Snack, if I didn't know better, I would assume that you are drunk off your ass right now. Damage. Wait there. I did not know you're just a world record holder. I know. I still can't believe I have that title. I've been in this community for over a year now. You should know that this is not drunk me, this is normal me. Unfortunately, that is true. I don't even like that you have a word for that. Why is there a word for that? No, I'm principle, no, not that. Absolutely the fuck not. T, there's a word for... Get him out of here. Get him out. He's gone. Speaking privileges removed. Remember, this is not a democracy. Did you just place a hit on me? Sure did, buckaroo. Mods, get him. Sick him. What in the fuck are you doing? When's turned? I am hoping against all hope. I did not realize this was Picaro's stream now. Hold up. No one here besides Snack has been deemed an enemy of the penguins. Okay? An enemy of the penguin state. If you will. Will I even go there? I really don't want to push too much. You gotta... Don't. I'm not trapped in the basement. It isn't the correct word. Is avian. Why is there words? Why? Why are there words? Who did that? Who came up for words for feather furries? Why? God has questions. I have questions. Oh, how north do I want to push? Can we go through the reasons why I'm public enemy number one? Number one. Every Dark Souls meme. So, we need to physic him. Go here. Change his mask. You do know that bird flurries are a pretty sizable chunk of regular furries? 'But I love Spencer. And you're telling me furries are gonna misuse him now? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Dragon Pike. One less thing to deal with. And bad spots. That would be missing the mark. I just need to take these guys out. There just needs to be less bowmen on the field. This is going well. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. And they're gonna have an accident. I'm glad Redbeard's on my team. One more round. 2 more rounds. 6 more rounds. I'm assuming it's got to be on turn 10, right? We need less Rex Ronin experimental bowman. We sure do. Good work, Marita. Oh my! Praise the sun! The poem blessed us. It sure did. Please. Ah! Please use a vulnerary! She's not poisoned. Why didn't she vulnerary? Ma'am? Ma'am? So, yeah, I'm so happy you're doing great today. Just doing great. We have 8 move Marita. I look forward to this next enemy phase. I think I know something I'm not supposed to. That I just remembered. That may have been told to me during Yoshi's absence. And that means he won't confirm it or deny it, and no one else probably will. It was on chapter 5 or 6. 5, I think. I'll place clips in chat as long as they are not of a Fire Emblem game I have not yet played. You're absolutely allowed to. I'm interested to hear because there were several things brought up in my absence, and you made a list. Oh, there you go. Okay. And it had to do, I believe, if I recall correctly. Ma'am, save yourself. Hold on, let's see this real quick. Please use a vulnerary. She's not poisoned. Why didn't she vulnerary? Panic. Ma'am. 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 Thank you for the clip. Okay. The thing I'm not supposed to know that I'm thinking about right now is that Abel can't take lethal damage in Chapter 5. If she is supposed to take lethal damage, she'll dodge it. Is that the first bullet point? Because she's important to get something, yeah. And so there's a chance Amalda might not be able to take lethal damage because she might be important somewhere else in the story, and therefore her death would be problematic to the continuancy of it. That is the first bullet point. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about it, and don't blame him. Twink saying she'll be fine over and over again is what reminded me of it. Because there's so many things that could have triggered that. Except that units don't have to die to become useless in battle. But here's the thing, Sundown. Yeah. Not useless in battle. It could be a problem. I was playing into you knowing that. Fair. Okay. But if, like, for example, Sundown, 3 maps from now, I'm throwing out a random number, 3, 5, 7, 10 maps from now, she is integral into the story because she delivers dialogue. Like, if Abel died, she couldn't be turned to stone, the whole story so far wouldn't have started like it did. Then she can just soak up attacks here. It's also probably why she didn't get poisoned. Unfortunately, Yoshi, I am gonna use that. I'm gonna go play with that. I think given range comment was already made far too early for it to be made. There was no point in denying it. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to try and get Marita. I'm assuming whatever I need is gonna show up around here, this area. So I'm gonna try and get Marita out of range, like here-ish, of the bad guy. Hey, Wolfstrike, how you doing? You have not been forgotten about, if that's what you're worried. Go here. I'm at camp, so I haven't really been able to... No, I remember you mentioned you were going to a camp. Is the camp fun? Are you having, like, a good time? Like, that's the important stuff. I'd rather you have a good time in real life first. That is important. All right. Let's play into this. Oh, that's sad. And honestly, it was not the worst thing anyone said in my absence, and it works out. Since it is out of the bag, might as well expand. It is why Tanya did not die in the manner that turn. Oh, interesting. Okay. That makes so much more sense. I'm working not being a camper, but it's fun. I get to work with 5-year-olds for the week. If you're into that, like working with the young kids, I find that just to be stressful. Then hey, I am happy you're having a good time. Boom. The game is fair. That would seem unfair for the enemies. Cool. In times even... Yeah, it seems so. It seems so. We could rescue Asbel with a Draco Knight. Might not be a bad idea. The amount of BS this game throws at you is only equivalent to the BS you can throw at them. Hi! What the fuck? You didn't attack. What? So many things just happened. Amalda the Dodge Queen. Ah! Ah! I'll do your real penguin facts here in a moment. Okay, Leaf, it is time for you to quickly and oh, now you're vulnerary, of course. So there's gotta be a conversation. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Don't worry, we're not moving him immediately, because... Oh, it's fake Shannon! Shanam! Oh. Seek? Oh, I'm kind of excited now. Hold! Who are you? Another one of the Empire's lapdogs? How uncouth. If you wish to live, turn your blade aside. I didn't learn the techniques of Astra. I did not learn the techniques of Astra, just so wasted on cutting down clueless little girls like you. Astra? But that's the secret art of the Isaacan royal family. That would make you... Correct. It is I, Prince Shannon of Isaac. But I've been forced to hide my identity. So do us both a favor and forget you ever saw me. But Shannon, I would ask something of you. Keep your voice down, would you? Let's avoid any surprises, shall we? Please, you must teach me some of your swordplay. I beg of you. It doesn't have to be a prolonged lesson. Just knowing the secret of how to perform Astra would be enough. Please, Prince Shannon. I need to become stronger. No matter what, I must grow stronger. Well, I could take you through the motions, I suppose. Would you? Oh, I'd be in your debt. This has gone from bad to worse. Guess I'll just ramble off some vague nonsense about swordsmanship. Knowing the movements of this technique is important, of course, but more important is your spirit, your heart. When the swiftness of your body becomes one with the sharpness of your mind, only then are you capable of learning Astra. My body and my mind. Indeed. Now, to begin with, make a simple swing with your sword. But how should I swing it exactly? Can you demonstrate just once? No, that would defeat the whole point. Astra could only be mastered through your own attempts to understand it. If I were to demonstrate it, all you would learn is how to imitate me. Yeah, that sounded good. So that's how it is, huh? Alright, we'll just try something then. Hiya! No, not like that. You're doing it completely wrong. Hiya! No, now you're just flailing your sword around like you're blindfolded. It's about using your body and mind together. Remember, your body is working, but your mind isn't in it. I have no idea what I'm saying. Focus my mind into my body. Focus my mind into my body. Hiya! I'm so glad we waited. Was that? I can't believe it. No way. No, that can't be it. It isn't really that easy, is it, Prince Shannon? Huh? Oh, well, of course not, my pupil. You couldn't call that a perfected Astra. That's what I thought. I mean, that hardly took any time at all. At any rate, I promised to show you the motions, and I've made good on my word. I'll be taking my leave now. Thank you for everything, Prince Shannon. Focus my mind into my body. Focus my body into my mind. Man, what was up with that girl? Oh, that is so strong. %15% chance to attack 5 times per swing. Now I believe it is time for prayers. I believe it is time for some prayers. Oh, get me out. 2 move levels and Astra. Oh my god, she's got... Oh my god. Leaf? Wait. Free XP? I guess there's a little bit of free XP lying around. Hold on. Karin. I gotta go, but I enjoyed the stream. See you, Fang. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for being part of the raid. I do want to kill this one. Any XP Karin can get's a good level. Yeah. Look at that. That was big. And then Ralph. No crit chance. Kitten, I haven't forgotten about your penguin facts. Okay. Then... Go ahead and try and kill him. Good work. And burst the XP pinata. Now we're out. We're gone. It's prayer time. Lord Leaf. We're done. Dean's fine. Dean is already a promoted unit, and he's like a few levels into the promote. My goodness. We owe you and your forces quite the debt. Your decision to aid us is the only reason any of us still draw breath. Please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. Ooh, a new... Oh, that's our second restore staff. I'm proud to see a chapter done. I am very happy. Second try on this one. Getting my confidence back. Second? Yeah, second try. Real quick. Congratulations, believers. Thank you, Bishop. If you'll excuse us, my men and I must be on our way. Where are you headed, might I ask? We ride for Leonster. Is that so? I have a favor to ask of you, then. A disciple of mine, Shroff, left here on something of a personal journey. If you happen to cross paths, do send word that the lad is all right. That said, I offer to send you part way there with my warp staff. I can teleport you to one of 2 places. The first is Millefeuille. Here we go again. Millefeuille French word forest, which is to the south of Leonster. Be warned, there's a reason it has the nickname Mirage Forest. The second is Nordheim. The coastline that runs all the way to Leonster, but you'd have to breach the fort the Empire has there. Which way shall I send you? We're going to the coast. Millefeuille? Probably. It's gonna be French, so Fort Nordheim. To the coast. Goodbye, Chapter 14. If you want to update your save state here, you can. Might not be a bad idea. there. Acting on the advice of Dorius, Leaf made for the Onster by way of the coast. I need to read some penguin facts. Hold on. I don't want Kit in the field yet. Oh, this is important. Penguins have feathers, not fur. One of the reasons penguins are able to survive in extremely cold environments is because they have feathers, not fur. Penguin feathers are so good at insulating the birds that overheating is actually more of an issue for them than keeping warm. And... oh, I think Yoshi met before you made your choice. It's fine. I have a save state from before that mission. It's okay. I know I won't get the exact same things, but... And penguins don't have teeth. Just like their bird cousins, penguins don't have teeth. They do have spines inside their beaks, however, that can look a little tooth-like. They also have these spines on their tongues. Both sets of spines point backwards. This allows them to hold fish or other prey in their mouths and can help them swallow food. Yeah, 2 move levels in the chapter is nice, yes. Acting on Leaf with the coast, however, traveling along such an exposed public road had its price. The army would have to breach Fort Nordheim, an imperial base. There, House Frigga deployed an elite battalion of soldiers, determined to stop the Liberation Army in its path. We're gonna fight? Yeah, we're gonna pay for it. Ballista, great. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Where do we even spawn? Probably here? Okay. Teaches soul. Isn't that the heal ability? Yeah. For people who wish to go back after they finish and see the other path, I would suggest that screen. Ah, okay. Fair, fair. Hello, 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 Ilios. Here's Nikolov. He looks suspiciously like another general I've fought so far. Kempf. Hitting and healing with a full amount. Oh, hi, Ballista. It's been so long. I haven't missed you. Jesus Christ. He's got 19 con. You know what that means, boys and girls? We could capture all of these items. You do need skill to hit soul, so Marty's probably not the best. Grab a door. That's what the skill. No, it's not. Who does not have soul already? Are these killer lances? I mean, there's a ton of units. Rider's Bane. Ugh. We can also bring a ton of units. Well, you're coming with. And so are you. You we have here rapier and heal, bolting. Finish workshop not having time to relax. A huge pizza. That is exciting. Let's bring Dagdar and put him in front of the ballista. He'll make nice target practice. Fergus. Flyers are all of a sudden a lot less helpful on this map. Noan and Nana. This is an interesting question. 5 magic. We'll keep her in the back. We're gonna need some, like... Marty. We're gonna need frontliners. Oh, God. Matcha. Like the hit game Ever 17. Do I remember Kempf? Not really, no. Would you mind refreshing me? My boy Dawson. It'd actually be kind of useful here. Hey, Dupu, thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. General Kampf, he who Olin called a bitch and then sent her to meet the axe. Let's try to get Fred killed by us to silence. Oh, is he the guy who we tried fighting in, or who ran away from the fight when we were sieging the fort? Yeah, fuck that guy. Thank you, Seppuku. And thanks again, Dupu. I hope you're doing well. It's Ballista, man. Thank you for the follow. Or, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the drink. Ah. Yeah, I do bring Dawson. Press the Y button to oppose Kemp for his crimes. We're gonna oppose Kemp for his crimes with a meaty thwack of some weapon. We could bring the Dancer. But with 16 units and ballistas on the field, like a lot of ballistas, I just don't know. He is. He's got good at, got a good lot of stuff. Wow, he really just is a better. He's just a better Dawson. The answer, no, I don't think so. Why? We don't have to yet. Hint, hint. Marty doesn't need it right now. Super Penguin Taylor, let's go! Like the dance you just did to that. I guess the hint is Finn. These are all fantastic guesses. Gotta break that sword for inventory space. Okay, Euler's Scroll. Skill speed and fuck. I can go to Marty. Are you hot in that? No, I have the room currently set to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And it definitely feels that. I make sure to... I guess I could just sell the damn thing. How many swords do I have? Plenty. Sell Lightbrand. Hey, Soy. That's not the right sword. I need to make sure it's in the inventory. Then I remember what that meant and go Google this conversation. Yes. 70. Or 60. 70 would be warm. How was your stream? Did you beat those bosses? Yes, about that. In Celsius terms. I like my room like that. Super Penior Ultimate All-Stars Battle Royale at the Minnesota Fair HD Remix, and that was featuring the more... Give the Iron Axe back. Beat the boss, did some of the Nine Souls demo. Won't be playing despite the gorgeous art style. And finish some Genshin stuff. Exciting. Busy stream. Very nice, very nice. Congratulations on beating the boss. Put the torch in supply. Everything else can be traded around. Finn. Take that. Huh. Give Marita the killer sword. Matcha. Take an iron blade. A Kingmaker. Armor Slayer. Can Marty use a bow? Oh, he's got E rank. Not the steel one. I realize now that you're asking if he could use the bow that was in his inventory. The answer is no. So I accidentally checked another thing, which found out something else. Also... keep the Iron Axe. Yeah, give me one moment, and I can give you that. These berserkers are axe only with higher crit rate. That checks. New physics staff. Restore. Salem. We have 2 Jormungand books. Sleep. And then Sorcel. They look so manly, especially the 6-pack. One more moment. Use axes. Then take Rider's Bane. Take that. Iron Axe. Steel Axe. Second Steel Axe. And a hammer. Nana. Earth Sword. Iron Blade. Heal. Grab the last vulnerary. Like how we made Barca Berserkers so you can right, I do remember that. The downside being that they lose their anti-air capability, but usually Berserkers crit so much that they kill anything that comes across anyway. Right. I am remembering that now from Shadow Dragon and New Mystery. Trade. Take that. Take that. Ozian. Okay, item list. Here you go. Few iron swords, 6 of them. Steel sword, silver sword, 3 slim swords. A bunch of iron blades, killing edge. Light brand, brave sword. Kingmaker. We finally have it on someone. Earth sword, flame sword, bolt sword. Paragon sword. I should probably give this to somebody. Couple armor slayers. I should make sure that people have those. A few rapiers, a short sword still, long sword, Marita's sword. 5 iron lances, 2 steel lances, silver lance, dragon pike, some short and long lances I stole from those early guards. 5 javelins, rider's bane, 2 killer lances, a broken silver and brave lance. A bunch of iron axes, couple steel axes, couple hand axes, couple hammers, killer axe, devil axe, Vosge, 2 battle axes, a pulley axe, 3 iron bows, 5 steel bows, 3 killer bows, a brave bow, 2 long bows, fire tome. We're running low on magic tomes. 3 Elfire, a Thunder, a Dire Thunder, Wind, Caliber, Light, Nosferatu, Jormungand, Zax, 2 Jormungands, a Meteor, a couple heal staves, a Physics staff, Restores, a Sleep, Torches, Thief, Unlock, and Sorcel, Rewarp, and then the few broken ones, Luck, Skill, Shield, 4 Master Seals, 2 chest keys, some dingy lock picks, bunch of stamina drinks, some vulneraries, torch, odds, balders, hazels, near 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 12 Crusader scrolls, and then a cost manual. Even the archers that use the brave bow, also meteor, could be good into statisticians. I mean, I could bring like. I think Selfina's the only one that can use it, and she has a cost. Ha! Yeah. So it'd have to be Selfina. And with Meteor, I don't think I have anybody with A rank fire at the moment. I'll check out Asbel one more time. E rank. D rank. E rank. E rank. Should take the light tome from. Nope, that's not it. Where are you, Homer? Armory, not what I want. Wow, full use thief. Yeah, I guess we have stopped using thieves. We've just been capturing enemies. Killer Lance and the Great Sword are the first two enemies. Ballista. What is this? Weight 20, so you can't steal them that way. If there's one thing to know about Swizzle, you say hate using thieves. Yeah, I can't believe thieves are all full use. Yeah, no more use from them. I try as I might. I never am able to. Nothing wrong with that. Capturing works well against most things you want. And definitely need to get those restores ready for sleep. Yeah. Yeah. So there's 3 sleep staves, 3 rider's banes, longbow, hammer, battle axe. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen soldiers. Sorry, yeah, the sleep swords. Well, let's read about the sleep swords. Apply sleep on contact. Yeah, we want the restore staffs. Thunder. You don't have a weapon. That makes me incredibly nervous. Also makes me think you're not going to stay on the map. Oh, he's part of a different division than these soldiers are. Interesting. Is he the only one part of that division? 15th? Yeah, he's the only 3rd division soldier on here. 7th. I assume this guy's 7th. No affiliation. I hope, well, they are coming along well. That sounds like a question. I get from an older family member more than... I'm still in the Twitch chat. I mean, it might just be time to... as long as everyone has items. Might just be time to see what this map is going to give me. Make sure to give everybody the... yeah, we got the restore staff ready. Just in case. Just got the second restore staff. I know I have 2. Lenoan? I just saw it. Okay, safety. That's fine. Why don't you get a... silver sword for when you need it. Put away the skill ring. And then make sure that... Iron Axe on Ralph? I mean, I don't really know a situation I'd want to have him using an axe over his A-rank swords. I mean, I guess... throwing on, it doesn't hurt. As someone who's learning Spanish and so on, I guess that happens to me too. Let me use Slim Sword as well. Okay, so Aswell has a Master Seal. Rank doesn't really affect how good they are with it, just what tier weapons they can use. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just saying he'd have better tier from the swords. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. We have a supply of them. So, Aswell has a Master Seal. Burgess has a Master Seal. Burgess needs not that steel sword. And I could see myself promoting Ozian first. Simply just to know how the skills are doing is all it tends to be that iron are the mainstay, below iron are for low skill losers, and above iron are heavy, slow, and strong. Yeah. Let me have Fergus trade his Master Seal to Ozian. Let's promote Ozian on round 1. Hell, you could even go with the immediate Ozian promote or save, then promote him and see how much he gains. I could. Even if he gains, like, just, like, 2 strength and 1 in if he gains 2 strength, it doesn't really matter. Anything else he gains would be worth it. Because you can't promote him in the menu. That's why. We should promote everyone as soon as possible to get to FE6. Hey, I said the Ozian thing before he sent that message. Yes, please. Feel free. It is well within your guys' right to message that every single time we have a unit in the Master Seal. Actually, I'm encouraging that. Please do that. Please. I don't care about the facts. We're gonna keep holding off on Asbel. He's almost level 20, and Ozian. No, I'm not playing. Not my choice. There you go. Okay. I just think he would benefit in this case. Sundown wants me to promote, like, I'm not going to promote Fergus, I don't think, for another level or 2, because he needs a little more stat increase to be worth using Master Seal on it. But it would be, yeah. And Brighton was level 20. We had a few other people. We haven't promoted a lot. I've been pretty anti that compared to how much has been brought up. All right, let's take a crack at this map. There's a chance, obviously, that we don't finish it tonight. We stop in the middle. We die instantly. Here's what I'll do. Start a prediction. Will we make it through the chapter? Chapter 16. 5 minutes. I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, and let that run. Fisher is going to join you, and I'll be right back. I'm getting a new chair on Sunday. Chair building stream? Furniture? I mean, I guess I could. I hope it will be comfortable for the whole huddle. It is... I love this chair. This chair is so great. I have so many wonderful things I could say about this chair. It's 4 years old. It is literally falling apart. Every time I lean back in it, I hear a different cracking sound from a different place. I'm going to basically throw the chair up on the like eBay like marketplace for free and say I'm leaving this outside. Have I tried tightening the bolts? I have. I've done quite a bit to this chair. The handrests are held together by rubber bands, so I can back all this up, by the way. The handrests are what is it? Held together by rubber bands, and because they're falling apart. It's gotten a lot of use through COVID, and the one I got's nicer. So, I didn't have the money to buy a new one a year ago. Alright, Fisher, thanks for helping. You get 4 times your points if you vote yes, who wants to pull more in. It'll be a wonderful amount of fish I'm going to get. Have you tried tightening the ball? It just seems that to me AI XP is far less when pre-promoted in later games, and B stat caps are a lot lower for promotes than later games, which makes early promotes less problematic. Essentially in later games, promotes can become stronger, yeah. Where in this game they usually get like a skill or a weapon allow. I'm gonna deploy now. I'm okay with this. I played 3 houses and I've played Echoes. And Echoes. And Echoes. Can't forget Echoes. And Shadow Dragon. And New Mystery of the Emblem. I've played a lot of the later games. It's all the single-digit games I haven't played. Kemp, for your sake, I hope you're prepared for anything. Be everything to me, Colonel Nikolov. These actually, besides these two, the only one I've technically played that's older is Genealogy. Oh, thank you. Yosh, I was actually waiting for it. Oh my god. These rabble may have the gall to call themselves a liberation army, but they're stronger than a pack of bandits. My diversion shall shatter the delusions of grandeur with my division shall shatter the delusions of grandeur with ease. With ease, you say? Get your head on straight, boy. Are you not the very man who abandoned his post and left his men to die at Fort Dundrum? Shit, someone forgot it for 15. Oh, guys. You scurried home with your tail between your legs, brought shame to your uniform, and you still have the audacity to be arrogant? These men are the lads in Ritter of Leonster. Prince Leif leads their vanguard, and they're within spitting distance of their motherland. Their morale is higher than the damn clouds. Underestimate them and you're as good as dead. Ah, you have my apologies, Colonel. Save it, Kempf. Just do as I say. I need you and your division to stay on the bridge. Guard it with your life. The ballista in the rear will help hold your position. No matter what, don't move out of their range. You got that? It's an order. Stick with the ballistae. Yes, sir. Now, it may seem like we're on the defensive, but we're just biding our time. The real battle will begin when our reinforcements arrive. When the Knights of Ulster get here, we'll have the rebels surrounded from the front and back. We'll trap them in a pincer attack and crush the enemy in one fell swoop. What? The Knights of Ulster are to be our reinforcements? The very same. Count Conomer is bringing nearly 100 men. The rebels will be ambushed by the mightiest army in North Thracia. I see. So Conomer is to get all the glory then? No, this won't do at all. The rebels must die by my hands and mine alone. Damn, who could have predicted this? Yeah. It's not for respect. Your grandmother still holds a court. You would have faced the axe yourself with the shade you brought in your uniform. We'll face the axe now. Oh, of course he is. My prince. The scout we sent ahead has returned. He brings words of the enemy's formation. The perimeter of Fort Nordheim is protected by ballistae. We'll be able to seize it without doing something about them. Unfortunately, that bridge is the only way across the river. It's being defended by a battalion of heavily armed knights. If it matters worse, attacking the bridge would put us within range of the enemy's ballistae. The only option is to lure the knights out of the ballista's range. Without any subterfuge would convince them to move far enough away. They have a far superior position and they know it. Perhaps, but it's still worth considering. Surely there's some way of tricking them away from the bridge. Leave that task to me, Lord Leif. I have a history with their commander. I'm certain I can lure him away from the bridge and his troops will be forced to follow. Just what are you proposing, Olwen? I won't allow you to put yourself in such grave danger. Let me ask you as a favor, Prince. I want to help you just as you helped me. Okay. Congratulations, Fergus. You're starting us off. The new Jagen. No. You have the Killer Lance. Do you have a... You have a scroll? Switch to the Iron Axe, because then we have the type advantage. Type advantage. I love how I call it that, even though it's a weapon triangle and it has nothing to do with, like, Pokemon types. Okay, I don't have to worry until I get across the river about the ballista. Oh, I'm very happy, Merida. 25 attack. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's gonna be any good. She's got insane avoid. Morbid curiosity. Excited for Asbel to evolve. Yeah. Yeah, it's a no. Sometimes twice a turn she thought was for the best, but not always. Yeah, that's definitely not a move I want to make. Lord Leaf. Safety. Minoan. Ozian. Asbol. Alum. Okay. I had to make sure. For a second there, I thought he didn't have higher magic than the boss with all the weapons I want to steal. Yeah, something interesting I thought about. What if I can talk to these guys? You think you're going to? Yeah, you're right. I forgot to promote Ozian. That's fine. He still has another turn before he enters combat. Should be checking everybody to see if there's any dialogues. Whoa, yo, chill out there. 10th Division. Father Shroff? Seems a battle is broken out just outside, an awfully big one at that. It's too dangerous for Man of the Cloth. You best stay here a while longer. It'll be my pleasure to have you, it would. Very well. Loath as I am to impose upon your kindness, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Do I have no way to lower that? No wonder everyone was talking about thieves this map. We don't have a construction worker with us. Where's home when you need them? Didn't get the hint? So who likes camping? Camping doesn't work. We gotta wade through a river. And you guys got something I can steal. If only we actually could go camping. I believe in you. You got this. One of our characters of the house. Fire Marty. Wouldn't be much of that house left. Capture? Oh my god. Okay, Ralph, time for some healing. Alvin. Go ahead and what do we have that can actually kill this guy? Looking for like a nice like one round that isn't Marty. It's a free hammer. We might miss the 99. We didn't, though. Okay. Ozzy, why don't you come on over here and Master Seal? Let me see what your level up gives. Two strength. Okay, that's probably good we ranked him up then, because his speed's almost max now. Pac-Man. He goes to a hero? Oh, I would never have guessed that. He can start using swords now. Speed up to 18, strength up 2, skill up 3. Yeah. What I expect? I don't know. I guess just some sort of axe-wielding class, I guess. Thank you, Sundown. Which is a hero? Yeah, I guess. Do that. For FE6, FE7. I can only hear the himbo version. Strength on Marty, let's fucking go. Extra luck. Okay. Fighting a grave sword. Commit, don't die. They actually translated that song. Did they actually? That's a fun fact I needed. Thank you. That's a 12 out of 10 fun fact right there. Safe. Lenoan, staff, heal. Perfect. Little by little. Hold up. Hold up. Why wasn't he part of those bosses? Hey, Mike. What? Run through all of the enemies. It went... Okay, I'm pretty sure it goes row by row. And the boss was not an enemy I could sleep. He sure isn't. What's granting him... I read that so many times. Ignores Throne Gate. That sure is a gate, ain't it? God, I'm glad we've been using the sleep staff. I'll check those out after. Because you mentioned probably not a good idea because of copyright. Yeah. I know I'm quiet, by the way. Okay. At the end of the world just means you have a sleep staff for a future map. True. True, 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 true. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna fight a guy with a master lance on there. Wow, master weapons are strong. I think at this point, I just need to reset and replace Salem with Pan. I'm the one that keeps telling you not to bet points on that. Can we even steal the soul manual that way? I'm thinking. I think we'd have to capture him. I don't know how much con riding a horse gives. And you're a low con horse rider. You're a high con horse rider. Can you rescue Nana? No. Let's see what's in that house. We'll go a little further on, but this is going to end up being a reset. I mean, I could sleep Ilios. Steal all... Well... I don't even know if that allows me... I don't think it allows me to capture him. Damn it all. Now I'm serving that buffoon... Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Now I'm serving that buffoon's vanguard. Where did I go wrong? Are all commoners like me just doomed to be pawns of the nobility? Well, that sounds like you might not want to fight. All fish are valuable, and their losses felt greatly. Yeah, house is gone, Crabrave. Well, hold on. Marita. Oh, goddess Marita. Show me that which you are known for. I need to see the Japanese version of Shrek 2 at some point. I was unaware it existed. Goddess Marita. Fine. Quite a few people left that can still do it. Running out of people that can do this. Good try for a Finn. He is authority, not vigor. So it's not gonna work. We were playing tiny odds there. Are you folks the heirs to House Leonster? Does this mean our kingdom is to be reborn? Ah, here, take this pure water. I know it's not much in the way of help, but know that we pray for your victory. Shrek's Prince Charming and Joseph Joestar share a voice actor. That's beautiful. Thoughts on Sir Ilios? He seems like he doesn't really like the nobility and that he doesn't really like the command he's under. He might be recruitable. This is a second. Wow, that's a high rating. Okay. Same guy's also Dojima from Persona 4. Interesting. It's a hell of a repertoire. I think we have yet to meet them. Unless I do know who it is, in which case you'll know then. Part one of the reasons my first time beating this game went so well. Let's see if he burns the house down. If he burns the house down, it's a reset. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna attempt that again tomorrow. I could use a nice unwind from the week this week, and I'm streaming both tomorrow and Sunday. So I think, and also that map looks like it's not going to be short. So I would like to not start it at 20 minutes before the end of my stream. Easy money. Are you sure you do not want to continue onwards? It's very rare you push me to keep going. Yeah, we are almost 4 hours into the stream. If it was like 11 o'clock, we'd be reset. We'd be going again. No shot. I thought we were barely. Well, I'm glad I can make time pass so quick. No, we are 3 hours and 41 minutes into the stream. No, I would not end at 2 hours. For the love of God, no. But I could just use the rest of the night off, and tomorrow I'll probably go 6 hours tomorrow. There's a good shot of it. Probably go 5. That's usually what I end up doing. Hopefully we'll conquer that. I'm proud of you taking your time to end early and get some sleep and relax. Yes, I can feel it tonight. And that means that I need to stop. So I will be wrapping it up here. We'll be back at this tomorrow. As much as I was worried about that map, now that I know that Ilios, now that I'm pretty sure, let me just pull this up real quick. Now that I'm pretty sure that Ilios, oh, did I not save before I said everything? It's fine. Now that I think that Ilios might defect, this map doesn't look so bad. We could always put, not you. I don't want to put you to sleep either. Interesting. I'll tell you more. Ilios sounds good. Yeah, I think we replace someone with Pan. Oh, that's interesting. There's a fort right there. We'll need to bring a flyer. Dean will probably come with us. So we'll do that tomorrow, though. For now, I will wrap up here. There it is. Yeah, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, normal stuff. We'll be going, hopefully, quite long. I don't know. I just feel tired right now. So I'm going to sleep before that gets worse. Have a nice night. Have a nice night, Roller. Mike, Yoshi, Sundown, Twink, Yosh. Alright, we're raiding Critias because I haven't raided him in forever, and he's currently playing Neo 2. I'm proud you did the full chapter in one stream with 2 move levels. Hey, full chapter, I'm happy with that. This game is going to take me so long, but I'm okay with it. It's fun. I'm having a good time. Raid Critias. If you haven't already, hey, you know the drill. Consider following. That'd be pretty neat. I have a Discord if you're not already a part of that. Right there. YouTube channel for VODs, and one day I'll finally finish that other video I want to do. And I'm in a band. Check us all out there. Stick around, use the emotes, say hi. Critias is a wonderful guy. Always a joy to raid into his streams, so I hope you enjoy him as well. Yeah, Neo. Cool. Peace out.
Is there something with the hut? 8 sheep.